Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Northwestern Wildcats and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
I caught up with Northwestern's head coach before the game. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go, but he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Guys?
Holly, thank you. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wildcats offense will go to work first. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David. And we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They are going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the football. When you've got a tailback like they've got, and you've got this offensive line, man, they're hard to stop.
They are hard to stop, man. And what I love about offensive linemen, I like when they don't like people, and they enjoy moving people against their will. And this unit, man, they're going to pave holes, and this running back's going to get the credit. But make no mistake about it, that line up front.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
And send the tight end in motion. From the gun, it's Wilson. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Rides to the back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
The Northwestern offense ready to go on the attack. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Making the adjustment on the play. The run inside. It's Roach. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Out wide left, it's Farrell. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Let's take a step back for a moment and think about Northwestern. When you break into the top 5, halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. I want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think We just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season,
Wide open on the right. All the way down to the 15-yard line. That's where he goes out of bounds as this offense had it cooking on that one.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You know, this offensive line, they've just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Here's a little room there. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Wildcats line it up with a 1st and goal. Here's Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Northwestern.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he tacked on the extra point. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Arch is going to throw for it. Go to the right side. That's Wilson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive lines. He's going for a big play downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Look out! Heaves it on the run. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Sells to run, wants to pass. Still looking to his right. Hit as he throws. And he gets it away.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Right side, it's Brown. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Could not make his way to the corner. 2nd and long here. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Trying to beat the D deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Caught. He stopped short of the 1st down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on 4th. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Hits inside, it's Brown. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Rush is on the move to the left. Grabbed behind the line, it's Roach. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Headed outside, it's Roach. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. Hauls it in. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Hand off for Brown. He's inside the 10. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4. Fine before he stopped. Northwestern will line up with a 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Roach. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern. Excellent pass by the back on the option. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside, it's Wilson. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Going to try to get it himself. It's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Arch Madness. Lets it fly. And that one's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Got his man on the right. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Third down from the gun, Manning. He'll pull it down. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play. And there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves. But that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's Arch to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking to throw. Extending the play. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And earlier this offense had to settle for 3. Nice job finishing the half, punching it in the end zone, cutting into this lead, and gaining the momentum in the football game.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see how they handle it. They'll start on the ground with Brown. He's past the 30, across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Drops back on first down. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down and run. Keeps it and gets the first down. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas offense Way out to begin the drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Got it in the middle. It's McCutcheon. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Tight end now in motion. Trying to squeak through the pile. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Makes the grab. It's Barney. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Gets rid of it.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. This time he's got it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Play action on first down. Buying time to his right. Into the end zone. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. They'll take the penalty and move them back. After the step off, now they have to deal with first and 15. They just keep firing. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Turns it upfield. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Needs it. I don't think he got anything. He got stopped on 4th and 1. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Wilson on the carry. Got an alley. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to him again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Straight ahead, it's Wilson. Looking for a crease. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. RPO complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Long way to go on 2nd down. To throw, Manning. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Hands it off. A stopping cold maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And he's brought down after a short gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. They're all over it. Gets the 1st himself. At the 40, there he goes. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. On 1st down, it's Brown again. Touchdown, Northwestern! Great job by the back on the option. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st.
Going long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Throwing Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Left side, it's McCutcheon. Snags it and he's open. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Rush right in his face. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Brown again. Down he goes. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this. Field, keep leading the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
There he goes.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built a lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Hands it off. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Here's Manning to throw. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Motion from the wideout. Play action, here's Manning. Oh, pressure's coming. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that made the most plays, made the fewest mistakes, and they've earned this victory formation.
And by the way, there's nothing more frustrating in the world than playing defense when they take knees. Like, it's a helpless feeling. There's nothing you can do. You have so much rage inside of you. You just want to hit somebody so hard, and they're just taking a knee, and you just got to take the L.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline.